Today on Riffs, Beards, and Gear, we are going to build the most compact live rig possible.
And we will give it away to you.
So I am here at the lovely studio of Mr. Beau Burchell. What's up, Beau?
Hi.
And we came up with a very cool idea, kind of stemming from our own conversations about our live rigs. Now, there was an evolution of the live rig. I would say as kind of technology has kind of progressed and gotten better and better in the guitar world, starting with obviously touring with real amps and, big giant setups. And over the years, for me personally, my setup got smaller and smaller and smaller. And I went from real amps to amps and a little bit of digital, but still with a real cab. And then I went to just digital with a cab, and then I ended up with just a pedal board with, in my case, the Fractal and a power amp and no cab. So you've kind of had the same experience over the years, and you've been on digital for quite a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I had the, back in the day, I don't know if you can find photos of it, but I had the dual Hughes and Kettners with the 4x12 and the 2x.
So sick.
And I had like the big Bradshaw custom MIDI switching rig with all the pedals were in a shelf and controlled via MIDI.
You really did it.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing what modelers are doing now, but in an analog realm.
So your rig effectively is, for all intents and purposes, serving the same purpose and doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you went from amps to digital, and then you were on rack digital in a rack setup for quite a long time. And most recently, you pretty much went to a pedalboard-based setup.
Yeah, and part of it was seeing your rig and a lot of the other rigs. I think that there's something to be said about having the. I guess for me, I'm dealing with the Quad Cortex now. I was on the Axfex for a while.
Yes.
But my issue, because I was on the Axfex 3.
Yep.
But my issue with it was that I had to bring the pedal board with it, just in case if I wanted to be able to do something on the fly.
Yes.
So when I switched over to the Quad Cortex, I also had it in the rack, but then it kind of left me feeling like if something ever happened, I wouldn't be able to step on any pedals.
Yeah, now you're having to go back.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it's kind of like, well, if I'm bringing two pieces of gear, I feel like it's kind of, it's not really...
Sure.
It's too much. So now I just have one thing on the pedal board.
Yeah.
You plug it in and you're done.
Cut shot to Beau's pedal board, which is pro. It's clean. I would expect nothing less. However, that got us talking. And shout out to our sponsor, Sweetwater. We are going to build a compact pedalboard guitar rig with off-the-shelf parts, nothing custom, everything we can get from Sweetwater. We will link down below in the description to everything we're using in this video. And then we're just going to give it away to one of you guys. Okay, so pedalboard-based rig. We need a pedalboard. We chose, let's get this out. We chose the Duo 24. This is the Duo 24 from Temple Audio. And we chose this board for a couple of different reasons. It has expansion for like a patch bay thing or all sorts of Temple-related stuff on the sides. However, I was particularly interested in the fastening system and the plate system that they have with their boards. And that basically means not using dual lock, but we can use plates to attach the different components and then still have the ability to kind of move around those components. I have also spent a lot of time touring with these boards as you have, and they're just reliable and awesome and simple.
Yeah, they're lightweight, and you can also put a lot of stuff underneath.
Yes.
Which is good.
Yes, you can mount stuff underneath if you'd like. So that's what we went with, Duo 24 Temple Audio. Next, for a power amp to drive the cabinet, we went with a Seymour Duncan Power Stage 170. This is just, it's reliable, it's simple. This is not world power, but we thought, you know what, it's fine. That will go probably right there. Once we get everything out, we're actually gonna play with the placement of everything. That's the power amp. So for guitar wireless, yes, we are going to spoil you with a guitar wireless system. We went with the Shure GLD-X Plus. I have personally used this unit, I mean, basically all over the world. It's digital, so you don't really have to worry about radio interference. Also has a built-in tuner if for some reason the quad cortex that we're about to pull out isn't working with your tuner or something. I don't know. I just thought that was a really cool feature. And it's rechargeable. And last but not least, the heart of the system is going to be a neural DSP. Quad cortex, you guys know what this is if you're watching this. So, also you probably saw the title on the thumbnail. So, we have some other small things. We have some D'Addario pedalboard solderless cabling, which I thought would just be easier for us because I don't want to spend all day like soldering and stuff.
They're pretty cool.
And these are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very useful. And now we can do custom length stuff to connect everything. And yeah, we have a few. Oh, we also have the Dunlop DVP4 expression volume pedal. This is my favorite one. This is one that I tour with, and it's awesome and very reliable, and it feels good, which is what I want in an expression pedal. I want it to feel good to help me express myself.
It's so cute and tiny.
I
feel like my child would use that.
You know what? Maybe they do. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, like.
So, don't you use this one?
I have.
No, actually, you don't.
Yeah, I don't have a size 2 foot.
Okay, well, it's adorable.
Yeah, this is yeah.
It's adjustable.
I mean, it is pretty sick though.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to kind of we got to figure out how we want everything on this thing, and we got to start attaching things, and we're going to also kind of talk about why we chose what we chose as it relates to the whole setup. Beau, how would you lay this out if this were your rig?
So to me, like the sort of feng shui of your pedalboard is important, right?
I agree.
So for me, maybe you can see it on that angle, like knowing the quad cortex, I like having my quad cortex on the left.
I do as well.
Okay, and the reason is tuner is always on the right. So if you're using, say, the expression pedal or something next to it, you don't have the option of accidentally changing channels. You know, so if you accidentally hit this,
Mute yourself.
or like if your singer comes over and pushes you while you're trying to change or something, you know, like you're not gonna change presets or scenes. You're only gonna like hit the tap tempo, you know, which to me is kind of a safety thing. So whether or not that's like over here or whatever.
Now, are you right-footed?
I am.
I'm actually, over the years, I forced myself to be goofy foot because I was always on the left side of the stage.
Okay.
And with my vocal mic as it was, I needed the pedalboard to be, you know, we were playing pretty small stages sometimes. I needed the pedalboard to be as far left as possible to give our singer and bassist enough room for their mic stands and stuff. So I learned to be goofy footed many years ago. So now that's a skateboarding term, kids.
Right.
But I use my left foot. And actually, you know what? I use my my fractal on my board on the right side of the board since it's always on my left.
I see, yeah.
Yeah.
So to get this closer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have to look down if I'm doing a backup vocal to change my patch or to do this. And also do cool rock poses.
Yeah.
Which is most important.
Very tight.
Yeah. Okay, so.
But then so maybe I would go. This would be like the two areas that could be different. Maybe it might be wise to put that over there, this in the middle maybe.
You could.
Or switch those.
You could, because you could also use this as a mute/tuner as well if you didn't want to utilize that feature and have something else on the quad cortex.
Right. We could also get this totally out of the way. If
You
we
could.
wanted, but we have to fit this on there.
You do have to fit that, and you also. We also have a Furman power strip.
Underneath.
This is going to be underneath. However, we do have to consider the electrical connections as well. Okay, so I think for most guitarists, this is probably going to need to be on this side.
Or whatever is.
I mean, you could even do it centered, right? Mm-hmm. And because we're going to have the plate system, whoever wins this can actually do whatever they want with it. However, we could. You could do this. Could do that.
That's cool.
Because I feel like, or interchangeably put this, but this way your foot's not going to be hitting this. You have ready access to your 170, and it's on the opposite side of your expression, whichever side that is.
Okay.
I've seen it also done where, like you said earlier, that's totally eliminating. I mean, even if your foot's all the way down, you're still not going to hit this.
Yeah.
And you could put this right here. I don't know why you would want this right here, but I have seen that.
Yeah, that would be weird.
I think that's weird.
This to me is like the funnest, but also the most painful part of building a pedal board.
I agree.
This is like where you get the stuff, and then you dream about it for 3 days. You think you have it dialed in, and then you realize that you majorly messed it up.
But we have the plate system.
Yeah, so we can change it.
So you can actually change just about anything you want. This seems... I don't know, this seems like a decent... Do we have to really worry about the overhang?
You know what? I might be... Yeah, I think we should worry about the overhang.
Like with the cable coming out of the power stage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a sideways vibe.
But now...
Yeah, there's that. Yeah. Is this even necessary? I know you said that you could use the tuner.
And you can use it as a mute. No, it's not.
Well, I mean, like if we put...
You could do that.
This up there, kind of vibe.
I mean, you could even put that down, all the way down.
Does it still fit? We have right angles, right?
Well, no, I mean, you could put this down here, and you have a good idea. You have an incoming signal coming right in here, and now it's linear, right? So if you're going to troubleshoot, you could put this just like that.
Yeah. Yeah, having this too close to the board would scare me.
Yeah, fair.
With my clumsy feet.
Okay, so we'll put it, because we just don't want that IEC cable poking out. But...
Oh, and we don't have a right angle, huh?
We do not have a right angle.
It's all store-bought parts.
That's right. No Amazon. So, this is pretty decent.
All right. Let's build it then.
Okay. Let's build a pedal board. All right.
How's it looking?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd step on that.
I would definitely step on this. Yeah. Okay. I guess we should wire it up. All right. So through the magic of editing and post-production, we have been wiring this up and putting this together and made only one run to Home Depot, or 2 runs technically. 2 runs to Home Depot, and we have now completed the board. This is the very last connection that Beau is making right now, and this is basically a really, really sick pedal board that we are no longer going to give away. Beau won the contest before the video's even out. Congratulations,
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. No, this has turned out, I think this board has turned out extremely clean and just really, really awesome. Okay.
Well, I got one more little.
Oh.
Come on, we got to make it clean.
All right. We'll make it clean.
Sorry.
All right. So before we plug this in, let's hope this works. Let's go ahead and go over the layout, the components one more time, and we'll also talk about why we ended up clocking the wireless unit this way. And that was because, as Beau pointed out, when we were bolting it up, that in case something happens to the wireless unit, if you have dropouts or issues or something like that, you can hardwire into the wireless unit and it will pass the audio right through as if it were a pedal lint bypass. So that ability to be on this end of the pedal board as opposed to on the interior is, advantageous. And yeah, everything is, this is a dead simple pedal board. However, I would tour with this in a second.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a minimalist board, but it also covers a ton of ground.
Yeah, this is very, very cool. And it's spaced right. It's not too big. And should we power it on?
Yeah. Right. I mean, this is actually the size of the board that I just made.
Okay.
For myself. So these will fit inside of a...
Don't explode, don't explode, don't explode, don't explode. Hey! Okay. Tight?
We'll turn this off so the fan doesn't ruin our audio.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
Oh, yep, there we go. Cool. We're booting up, we're powered on, everything looks good. So, I think we're going to go ahead and we're off camera, before we give this thing away, we're going to probably make a bass patch for fun. Why not?
Should we do one each?
We'll do one each. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then for the giveaway, which you guys have probably already fast forwarded to this part anyway, shame on you for not watching the entire video. We are going to give this away over on Instagram, on my Instagram, on Beau's Instagram, and on the Sweetwater Instagram. Again, shout out to Sweetwater for letting us build this cool pedal board and give it away to one of you guys. All the rules, all the pertinent info will be on Instagram. We are not going to give it away on this video because years from now, people are going to be entering or asking about the giveaway in the comments. We're not going to do that, but we will be giving this away. When you see this video, head on over to my Instagram. I'll link to all of them down below in the description, as well as all of the individual pieces that we used. And yeah, if you want to further support the channel, use the affiliate links in the description. And with that, Beau, thank you so much for helping me put together the pedal board.
I've been wonderful.
I've been fluff.
That's how it goes, right?
That's how it goes. Yeah, yeah. You got it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.